I'd like to apologize to everyone that I have hurted. Sorry, I put 2 Ds, so I had to read it exactly like that. I didn't realize that what I had said was inappropriate. My bad. Thank you. Don't cancel me.
We're all getting canceled.
So we've been gone for a while.
Yeah, been out the ghetto for a little bit.
But we back. And we have Matt.
What's up?
Intro.
So what have you been up to? You traveling around? Yeah, I know we're changing the subject a little bit, but yeah. You been traveling around the country or some region?
Or world.
I went to, let's see, summertime I was in Arizona a lot, New York, Jersey, and then I went to Colorado and just like lived in the van for like 2 weeks and climbed mountains and met people and chased waterfalls and, you know, just did like the
Don't
whole
go chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, there's a song about that. You don't go chasing them.
Well, one almost killed me. So there was one that was like 200 feet tall, and I didn't know like past 150 feet you're probably gonna die. So I like went pretty much underneath it in a cove, and it was so strong that the wind's blowing me back, and the wind actually blew the waterfall over. So I'm filming my video, and I look up, and I just finished skydiving like a week ago. So I thought like I really wasn't scared of anything. So I look up, and the waterfall's like literally over me, and I'm like, I literally felt the shiver down my spine, and I was like, I literally said out, I'm terrified. Because I was like, this really could be it. I see nothing but water. And it hits me, and I'm like, I'm alive. And so I just get out the cove immediately. But, like, jumping out of a plane, riding a bull, all my MMA fights I've been doing, like, all that stuff this summer, I never had that shiver. But, like, I literally looked up and was like, this really could be it. That is a different feeling.
Yeah.
Near death.
Jeez.
Yeah, gnarly stuff.
Good for you, man. You've been just living it up.
All right, so today's video is going to be about awkward sex stories.
Yeah, probably the worst one is nothing better than meeting somebody online, and even today, this was probably last year. You see somebody in person, and they don't look like their picture. So anyway, of course, this happened.
Keep going. Keep going.
Just
Keep going. Why you stop?
Who pulls it?
That was just on the top.
Sponsorship? Do this for the sponsor, okay.
Just tug.
Shout out. Yeah, just casually. Dude, enjoy your sandwich. So anyway, I met this young lady online, and of course, I said, hey, come over and hang out. It was that night. And she pulls up, she's like, I'm here. So I said, oh, cool. You know, I didn't tell, like, what apartment, because I always just a way of making sure, you know.
Yeah, you gotta be kind of like when you're meeting up with somebody the first time.
Exactly.
You tell them you're inside, but you're not really inside, but you want to see them walk up to the door to see if it's worth going
inside.
Yeah.
There you go. So she hit me up, and I was like, yo, I went outside, and I was like, yo, I'm here. And I'm like, where you at? And she was like, oh, I'm right here. So she gets out the car, and just disappointment. I was like, man, So at this point, you know, I was like, well, it's been a minute, I guess. Let's just see how this goes. So she could tell I was mad. I was disappointed because I walked in like really quick inside. I was like, get in here, you know. So I sat down on the couch and looked at the TV, and she gets to talking about herself, and I'm doing my best to pay attention. And because I was just disappointed, you know. You talk to somebody for a little bit, and then they use old pictures, obviously old pictures.
Yeah.
And just be you, you know, be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't pretend to be anybody I'm not, but.
You know how you get yourself out of that situation? Give her the wrong address. wrong apartment number, wrong building number, everything.
Building number? Bro,
yeah.
How's he going to see her?
Knock on the wrong door, yeah. Just awkward.
But how do you get the visual of the girl if you throw the wrong building?
You gotta have your ways, man. So,
there's been no logic this
whole
sesh.
I was gonna leave it alone, but you're like analyzing it. I was gonna let it go.
If it was me, I would have been waiting in the car until she showed up. as she pulled up, I'm like, okay. Then I would have drove off.
It's your building. Oh my god.
This is why, man. Well, you are a different animal.
You're a demon.
What is wrong?
It's your own crib.
No, chill. Like, who does that?
Yo,
Like, oh no, this ain't for me.
could you imagine pulling us into like the apartment you park and there's this person? It's kind of like the person you thought you were gonna meet. And they're like in the whip staring you down. Like.
But let me tell you about this time.
Wait, we didn't get to finish. We get to finish.
No, go. We're done. Go ahead.
I thought you
After the cheese, just go. It's you. After the cheeseburger, I'm done.
I'm like, yo, so trying to hold back a fucking fart in the middle of sex.
I've been there.
That's hard. That's hard to do.
That's hard.
It's
It's difficult. It's difficult.
I get it.
And one time, holding it back, you know, we doing it. We're doing it, you know, from the back, whatever doggy, you know, non-religious position, whatever you want to call it. I let a little bit of it slip out, and it was pretty audible. But this is the bad part.
Oh no, this thing.
Damn, girl, you really moisturized down there. Queefing. But yeah, holding farts back during sex.
You damn magician. you then ventriloquist the fart to her coot and led her to believe it was her, and she was just like, yeah.
She apologized too.
Oh
I
no! Wow. It's the apology for me. God dang, dude, you are sinister. What is your
Mr. Sinister?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
While he's thinking of this story, let's talk about pre-nut clarity. You know post-nut clarity.
Oh.
You ever have that pre-nut clarity where it's like, you're in the middle of the session, it's like, man, do I really even give a shit about this anymore? I don't really want to be here. How am I going to get this chick out? She brought a bag over.
Oh man.
I don't want to do this at all.
Yeah, and there's in midway that has happened where you midway through stroking, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna feel guilty about this, and I ain't even let it go yet. I feel kind of guilty.
Bad.
Yeah.
It is. My conscience. I've been there though. Consciousness kicked in, and I was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, where's the mirror at? I'm looking at this mirror. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Right.
So it's just like, you know what?
Oh yeah, you start thinking about other things.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
ended up happening. And then it's like
Yeah.
you want to wrap it up, but then you end up going a little long because you start thinking about everything but what's going on.
Yeah, I
You're
was like, man, I have to start thinking about edits I can do on a video. I'm just like,
bro, I should be sleeping. I should be being productive. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
She's having a good time at least, I guess. You know, cool. But what am I doing here?
I felt that. I guess that brings me to like, my most awkward times aren't really like that awkward. So just like I faked it or
Oh, well, we've all been there.
yeah, or
Women
like
don't believe
guys
it.
fake it too.
We
Yeah.
fake it.
yeah.
I've been there.
or I like begged, like I had a girl like beg me like one more round before I leave, please. Like she would not leave the house unless I gave her like another round.
Jesus.
I mean-
Which is a little like that's not really awkward. It's more like predatory.
Oh, absolutely. That's just.
But yeah.
Wow.
Because I think sex in general is just a little awkward, you know.
Yeah.
At first, I mean, it takes like what before you're really in the like, unless you're doing like a late night, like y'all just met, or you're like having like a group entanglement, like, it's really not like.
Okay.
But like, you're not gonna get in the swing of things. Like in a group, like there's so many people and so many atmospheres. It's really easy to like just lock in.
Again, Matt, not happened for me. It's not happened for me. It's never been in a group.
1-on-1.
1v1s, man. 1v1.
He doesn't have the team death matches.
Yeah, man. I don't.
We all
You
just gotta
be
go to
involved
club.
in ladder matches, hell in the cells. You be doing hardcore matches, and I'm just 1-on-1. Refs right there counting for me. You don't have nothing like that, so.
You just have
good
the
for you, though.
narrative, though, you know.
Oh, here's one. Here's one. I got one for you.
Yeah.
So, I think I've told you this before. So, there was this chick one time, you know, we doing our thing, boom, boom, get done. After you get tired, he's like, all right, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm thinking she's going to go to sleep too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm laying down in bed, and like the sharpest sound in my ear, I hear... the power on of my Xbox 360. I get up so fast, go to the freaking living room, and she's just in there watching my Netflix. I'm like, no, you go to bed right now.
What on earth? Was this her first time over?
Yeah.
Oh my! It would have been cool if she was playing games.
Not even that. You're not messing up my KD for that.
Oh! No. Bro, you are built different. That cemented it right there.
No.
I mean, that is pretty bold, even if you're not tired. To just.
But let's put the profile together, right? So we're not stalking. We're profiling out the girl in the parking lot of our own building, and if she's there, we drive off, right? That's step one.
That is some next level shit.
Yeah, we're pulling out McDoubles, then shoot, and then. So if she makes it through that process, then we're coming in. There's pre-nut clarity, apparently. So at that point, you don't want her there before it's over. And then if something weird happens with your body, you're going to Jedi mind trick her. Like, these girls don't stand a chance. Like,
God dang, man.
Just built different. And then, like, the KD, like, bro, respect. I mean, you know your system.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't no
Well, because at one point I'm like, wait, is she in bed with me or is somebody in my house that I don't know, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
Oh, man. Anything else awkward?
You ever talk yourself out of sex?
All the time.
Like, you're in a position to where, okay, this is about to go down, and all of a sudden it's like, or even if it happens after the strip down, it's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, after that's interesting.
Well, I did. There was an interaction like that. So anyway, girl came over, wasn't the best. She was cool, looked all right. So she wanted to give me some head, which is cool. It's fine. We could do that. She's pretty decent at it. After that, she's like, all right. She's like, oh, I want something. So I said, cool. So we go to the room, and she's like, oh, you're gonna eat me or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know about that. So Batman don't do that. So yeah, he gets it. So anyway, I get to go, and she starts pulling down her panty. All of a sudden, bro, out of nowhere, I catch an uppercut from the smell. And I'm like, okay. It's not like, yeah, there's a smell, an odor, not a good smell. And it'd be different if this was like unexpected, maybe. Even then, it's still not okay. You should be taking care of yourself. But you knew what you were coming over here for. You knew what the fuck's going down. You could at least took a whole bath, hit the hot spots. It just uppercut me, and I was just like, just deactivated. It's just like I got powered down. That was it, man. And she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, everything.
Well, can I ask a question? Like, was she wearing yoga pants or something?
No.
So this wasn't even the yoga. This was straight up bomb.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it hit me, and I was just like, dude, I can't do this. It was scary for all of us.
Then again, it could be some people's natural body odor.
And it hits different. I understand that.
Sometimes hit
but
different.
Still, respectfully, no thank you. So I told her, I was like, it's a no for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I bid you good night, and she was pissed. She's like, come on. And I was like, no, I gotta
work.
I got church in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my
Been
gosh.
to church in years. But the point is, I was like, no, I'm out. It's a no for me. So she's pissed. She tried to argue with me about it. I'm like, look, you're not gonna force me to do something I don't want to do. Oh. Now, if the roles were reversed, the world would be okay with that.
Right, and that's an issue.
And then she is pushing me, pressuring me into it. She's like, well, I'm already here, this and that. We've been, no.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah. You came over here, you were ill prepared, it's time to go. No. So I sent her away, and after that, she blew me up and everything. It was mad.
And that's the thing.
She was mad?
What is, let's educate the viewers. What is proper booty call etiquette?
Oh, yo, we could write a book on this. All right. Man, okay, hold on. Before we need to preface, I feel like you could go through and specify each kind of call. So I think we need to define, like, what area of call this is. Because there's different etiquette for each kind, if that makes sense. Like, there's it's 2 a.m., we're both on each other's team, so we call. There's I just met you here at the club tonight. There's a lot of scenarios that could be considered. So which call are we starting with?
I only had one number, so.
Matt, in normal people most world, there's not all these levels and layers. So, usually you have a handful at the time if you had a rotation, maybe. We don't have a whole squadron. So are you seeing if there's if there's been previous interactions or how long because it is a difference. Like if you've already had previous encounters with them multiple times, I get that aspect of it. Or if it's just somebody you just casually been talking to, now you're linking up, and that's it. So I mean, you're right, and it's gonna vary.
Yeah,
because obviously your level of how comfortable you are with them. If you've been talking to somebody for a week, to a certain extent, are you gonna be comfortable with them?
Yeah.
If you've been talking to them for a day or two, that time you've talked to them, they want to come over right away. Oh yeah, you're very leery of that shit. I mean, that's happened to me.
It's like I don't trust that. It's like, why was it this easy?
Exactly. If it's for me, then it's for everybody. Who else have you been? Let it roll up with you and everything. So you're right. There are levels to it, but for the most part, usually I like to build rapport, kind of get an understanding of the person. I don't go deep, CSI like he does, because he be just background check. What was her last 5 years of employment?
I love you so much.
Last 5 years of employment, he calls the employer and says, "What kind of employee was she? Tardy, attitude.
Oh man,
I don't like this.
I mean, she's gonna be late. She's gonna be here at 9. I mean, she's gonna show up around 10:30. Yeah, I'm gonna be asleep.
That's no type of respect. I got to work in the morning. I get it. See, so he does that kind of. That's what he does. But I do a little bit of. Hard. I do. I check social media at least. Take a look and say, all right, because one time I did find out the person was actually married. He said, I don't know if it's happened.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
So and I said, who's this common thing? I don't assume anything. So I was like, it could be a brother, it could be anybody. I don't know.
Married to your brother.
Next thing you know it, you check the Facebook and you married to so and so, and it's just like, who's, whatever the dude's name is, and she's like, oh well, we're separating. I was like, does he know that though? Even if you're not divorced, so it's still not okay. So, yeah. So I kind of pulled the cord on that one. But you're right. I feel like anybody, especially this day and age with men, you gotta do your research.
How about girls that show up with their little duffel bags full of shit?
Has that happened to you? It's happened to me. Yeah.
They call it the overnight bag.
Yeah, call it overnight bag.
I mean, if we're at phase 3, so the way our conversation went, in my head, 3 phases came up. So there's phase 1, like we just met. There's phase 2, which is like we've been talking, we're past 1 week mark, and then there's phase 3 where the rapport is built, right?
Yeah.
If they're at phase 3 and I like them, like they're cool, that's usually not an issue. Like I'll probably encourage it because we're gonna get sloppy.
Right.
Yeah.
But 2 and 1, no.
But if they're at phase 1, assuming that there's gonna be that they're gonna be a phase 3, that's the issue.
And some of them do that. They stake their claim quick, man. That's happened before. They
bring over the duffel bag. And they got the air fryer and everything in there.
Be leaving clues around. Yeah, girls.
The fryer.
I mean, that was more of a metaphor. I mean, everything but the kitchen sink, but it's 2021.
Okay, word. All right.
Yeah, but yeah, they leave little things, underwear. They leave little, just little stuff like that to mark their territory and stuff.
I used to keep a lost and found box.
I wonder about him. Hey, check the box.
That's really smart. That's really smart.
Who's this? There's hair ties and all kinds of shit here.
Just like clothes, like it was a nice lingerie or something. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll hold on, wash it. I'll probably see you again. So, yeah. And then if it's there for like a month or 2 and no one claims it, you just throw it out.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yo!
And there's a little snippet right there. Yeah. I'm not doing.
I'm over here thinking about detergent that I'm using.
Here we go.
That is crazy.
You need a book, man. You gotta put a book out.
The Tide Pod?
The Tide Pod, dude. They're not for eating, man. They're for cleaning my shit.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the etiquette? I want to hear you guys' etiquette. I want to know. And let's. Okay. So I'm guessing we're at phase 3. Phase 3 etiquette, right? Is that what we're trying to determine? Or are we doing phase 1?
Well, if we're already at phase 3, and you built up the rapport, which means you've probably kind of already been in a realm of fooling around anyway.
Yeah.
Then it's kind of a given almost.
That's fair. So it should be.
Especially if they're calling at a particular time of day or night, whatever.
Okay.
If you're at phase 1, it needs to be established pretty quickly.
I'm so ready to hear this.
To which point, there have been times where I just text a girl and be like, yo, let's just have sex. Okay. Does that work out all the time? It has about a 10% hit rate.
Whoa. The 10.
Results may vary.
I missed you guys.
Man. That brings up an even better question. So, do you initiate most of the time, or do you allow them to initiate?
It's probably it's a mix for me. So like I usually go off of choosing signals.
Yep.
And then once I get now, it can be a really slight one, but I'll try. But then even then, like I won't go anything physical without like asking. So like, before I even kiss girl or anything, like our lips could be this close. I'm gonna ask her, "Can I kiss you?" And then I do that, and then after that, like it's all consent based, So I always ask. Okay, so have you guys ever had like so there's obviously like friend group choosing signals, right? Like if the friend group knows you're her type, they're gonna do their thing. If not, they're gonna rip her out, pull her away, right?
Right.
But like, have you ever like took the rejection signal so well that they regret giving it out?
So say you go up to a woman, you just like cold approach them or something, or what do you mean? In what way did they reject you?
All right, I'll break it down. So I have one that this started happening. Like I got really good at communicating boundaries. It happened one with the friend group and one with a straight up girl. So she kept looking at me, and I walk up and I go, "Hey, what's your name?" And I interpreted as like she did the eye thing, like looking at me. So I was like, "Okay, you're cute. We'll talk." So I walk up and I go, "What's your name?" And she goes, "Looks like it's none of your business." And I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Okay, that was rude. You didn't need to be rude about it." I was like, "No, would have been fine. That was really disrespectful." And then I started walking away. She goes, "Well, wait, I'm sorry." And I just gave her the peace sign and walked off. And at that point, that girl kept giving more signals throughout the whole night, trying to like second chance it.
I'll say you get one chance. If you're a dick, you've already shown your hand, then that's it.
You've shown me who you are, the attitude. Then no, you entitled. Okay, so what? You're pretty.
Yeah.
All that stuff comes standard on the model. What are you doing that's different?
Right, and then the friend group one happened where her friends like made up some like BS excuse, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, you didn't like me, not a big deal. And we're walking out now because I didn't try to chase her again. It was almost like why aren't you trying again? Why aren't you chasing me?
Yeah, because it's cat and mouse.
Yeah, so I was what I was curious about was like, do you guys experience that? Like you see the rejection signal, you're good, and then all of a sudden it's like they want it back now because you like took what they said.
That's the thing. I'm not an idiot. So when it comes to rejection, I can get it on like the first take. I don't need to be 2, 3, 5, 6 takes because then it just gets creepy and illegal at that point.
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, it's not really happened, but, talking to somebody and they ghosting you or something like that, or, there's that moment where you kind of been dealing with the person and they kind of separate, and then the weirdest thing, how it is, they kind of just, social media, with Facebook and the way that Snap works and everything, they show you who views you. So I find a lot of times when you're done with these people or the interactions, whether it's physical or any type of talking or anything, they linger. They watch. They always watch what you're doing, and seeing, because women are hypergamous. We get that. So they're watching and seeing what you're doing.
Here's one for you. Awkward conversations during sex. Because you always know, well, especially if it's someone you've been with for a couple of sessions,
Okay.
It's like, why are we talking?
I mean, when you have a rapport, especially, when y'all been doing it for a while.
It's kind of like talking to people when they're pissing at the urinal, dude.
Yeah. That's so casual.
That is interesting. It's been a long time since that's happened, but
what do we have to talk about?
Whatever, man.
How's your day going? I'm just doing the same thing as you right now, man.
Did we watch the game? How was work? You could have asked me that before.
No, I want to make sure when you got your thing hanging out.
I've never had an awkward one like with the person I'm actively with. It's always like if there's another person around or like on the phone with somebody, that's where I think it gets like really awkwardly funny.
Wait, Matt, what?
What?
What are you doing here? Are you in like a living room setting or something? And it's
in the middle of the kitchen.
Just right there, everybody's just trying to enjoy the movie, and y'all are just humping, and you just.
Sometimes, I mean, it just depends.
Okay, okay, cool, man.
Like you're on FaceTime with one of your friends, and
Matt,
you
can't give this man nothing. Really?
Yeah, you just face. Your friend doesn't see.
I'm not going to FaceTime anybody during sex. I'm not.
I'm not either.
I don't.
Matt, what kind of life do you live, man?
I'm just not going to respond and then I will text you after.
That's usually what normal folks do. Not Matt. What do you?
Look, they don't see anything. It's just my face. I just gotta keep a straight face.
Like straight vinegar strokes all day?
No, like, and if I need to like make a face, you just and like take it somewhere where nothing's going on. Then you put it right back.
But the audio, Matt. The audio.
It's a friend. It's fine.
I'll remember that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And she's cool with it. She's just going along with it.
Of course, yeah. You'd be surprised. That usually, like, from my experience, the girl gets more excited when you're doing that. Like that.
Because she feels like she's messing with a guy of value because he's busy that he has to take calls during sex.
It's fun. Try it. It's great.
I'm going to try it.
Matt, wow.
That's
Anything else,
funny.
man? Jesus.
Yeah, or like I've never done it with my parents, but like their mom's on the phone, and you're like,
what? Oh, no.
That's funny.
Oh.
It's a little awkward, but it's funny.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Man.
I mean, I was gonna say, I thought I was awkward when I'm over there banging a chick and I have a picture of judgmental white Jesus on the wall looking back at me.
What you doing?
I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
You just gotta salute him, like.
Oh, wow.
And he just looks away.
It moves. No.
Between you humping in kitchens and group settings and FaceTiming people and.
It's a new world, man. Holy shit.
I mean,
see, I thought I was like on some new level shit for doing it inside of a car.
Hey, I thought that was great to us, man. I mean, you're sitting here being a Christopher Columbus of shit,
Christopher Columbus
of shit, Well, I mean, besides taking people and giving them smallpox and yellow fever, but
that was so fun. I'm so happy.
He got lost. He ended up in a place and said he discovered it, and then gave it
that stock went down. Yeah. Trash.
But yep. That happened.
With that said, my name is Malcolm.
Whoa!
Will Robertson, by the way, McDonald's, make sure you sponsor this video. We need 20% off McDoubles and everything. 2 for $3, the Malcolm meal. Do it, make it happen.
I was really into that.
Not a sponsor.
Story.
Rip.
Yeah.
We are outro.